My biggest leadership failures have always been about me taking the position as my power, the position, I was the manager, I was the leader, I was the boss. Every time I did that and relied on my positional leadership, I failed. Now, I'm not saying that having position is bad. Be really clear about that. I'm saying that when I psychologically relied on my position, I always failed as a leader. Let's explore that a little bit. Before I tell my story, I want to read a quotation from Robin Sharma. That's our quotation of the week. And Robin S. Sharma says the following, and this really shook me. Leadership is not about executive position or title. It is about connection and influence. At its highest, leadership is all about adding value to the world and blessing lives through the work that you do, through the work you do. At its highest, leadership is all about adding value to the world and blessing lives. It's not. It's about connection and influence. That's what the theme is here. It's not about position, it's about connection. So it doesn't mean position is bad. It simply means that we need to be thinking about connection, we need to be thinking about influence. And my greatest leadership successes have come through connecting to people, influencing people, working with them, listening to them, hearing their hearts. That is where I've been my most successful. So let me tell you a little story. I was appointed to a new position and no direct reports at all, but it was a reasonably senior position. I was responsible for a very big international product range. And I went and had a look and I discovered that there were a bunch of people in our Cape Town office, and our Cape Town office was producing only 2% of the total revenue. Now, because of the size of Cape Town, it should be at least 20, perhaps even 25 or 30% of the South African market. And this puzzled me. So I called up the salespeople in the Cape Town office and I said to them, can I come visit you? What do you need? How can we do things? And they said, well, actually, we have a social on Friday evening. Maybe if you could come, you could do a little bit of training with us on some of the products and then join us for the social, which we then did. It was a lot of fun. And I started to connect with them and discover a lot of things about them. And then I had another opportunity to come and join them at another function where we got to go in a lot more detail, and I started to get calls back from them. And what happened over a period of time was my availability to serve them, and I do believe in servant leadership. Conscious leaders are servant leaders. Not servants, servant leaders. But what also happened is, as I served them, provided them information, and got them inspired, got their product knowledge up, got their licensing knowledge up so that they could sell in a better way, we started to see the numbers shift. And it only took about 2 or 3 months, and they were producing 23% of our sales. Leadership is not about position. Leadership is about connection and influence. Get that right, and you'll see the results.